In this video, we're going to learn how to handle infinite scrolling. Some websites, like Twitter, are built in a way that if you scroll down, more content will load. This is known as infinite scrolling. And I would say that Selenium is the best choice to handle infinite scrolling. On this video, we're not going to scrape this website that we scraped in the previous video, because in the search we made, we obtained countless tweets. So probably Selenium is going to keep scrolling this page for a long time, and I don't want to make this video so long. Instead, we're going to scrape this second page, which is the Twitter account of Twitter support. You can choose any account you want, but make sure that that tweet that you're going to choose has not so many comments, so Selenium doesn't keep scrolling forever. In this case, I'm going to choose this first tweet that was published on July 15th, and this one has 334 comments. Probably Selenium is just going to scroll down like 10 times or so. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to copy this website. So go back to PyCharm, and now I'm going to change the website. I'm going to paste it here, and that's it. Then to focus on infinite scrolling, I'm going to comment out the code we've written so far so we can easily see how this is going to work. So I'm going to comment this out, this one too, and I'm just going to leave driver.quit. So now everything is ready. Okay, to make Selenium scroll down to the bottom, we have to use the execute script method. So we write driver.execute, and we choose execute underscore script. Now inside parentheses, we have to open quotes and write the following: window scroll to, then open parentheses, and here we have to define the height. So I'm going to write 0, document dot body dot scroll height. And outside parentheses, we have to add semicolon. So this command is basically telling Python to scroll all the way down to the bottom. This second argument is the height of the screen. You can set it to 1080, for example, but if you write this command, it's gonna work for any screen. Okay, now let's see how this works. I'm gonna add a time.sleep 5 seconds so we can see how it works before it closes the browser. So I'm going to right click here and then run this script. So let's see what happens. So now the browser was opened, and now let's see if it scrolls down. So it opened and maximized, and yeah, it scrolled down one time. This is how you make the browser scroll down once, but we want it to keep scrolling until it reaches the end of the website. In that case, we have to use the while loop and set a condition. So let me show you. So first I'm going to write while true, and now I'm going to indent this. As we've seen before, this while keyword keep executing the block here until this condition is false. So as you can see, this is true, so it will never be false. But we can set inside a break to break this code and execute the immediate code below the loop. Now we have to set a condition so it only breaks when Selenium, after scrolling many times, reaches the end of the website. So we can use the height as a reference, because as Selenium scrolls down, the height increases. So with every new page, the screen is going to increase. But when there is no more page to load, so when Selenium reaches the end of the website, the height of the screen is going to be the same. So here's when the code is going to break. Now let me show you how we can do this with some code. First, I'm going to create a variable I'm going to name new height. So this is the variable, and now I'm going to set this equal to driver.execute script. So I write double quotes, and here what I want to get is the height of the screen, so we can make some comparisons. So to get the height of the screen, we're going to write return and then document.body.scroll height. Well, basically what we had above. Now I'm going to create a new variable named last height. So I copy this and just change here, last height. And this is going to be equal to the same code. So I'm just copy here and then paste it. So this is going to be the original height of the website, while new height is going to be the height obtained after scrolling down. So now let's make a condition. So if new height is equal to last height, last height, then colon, and if this happens, so break the code. But if that's not the case, so if new height is different from last height, then last height is gonna be equal to new height. I have to add here the column. So what this block of code does is that the height is going to be updated with each loop. So let's say that the height of each page is 5. So here we'll get a height of 5. Now Selenium is going to scroll down here with this code, then it's going to stop 5 seconds, and here in the new height is going to be 10 because since it scrolled down, now we have 5 plus the new page 5, then it's 10. So 5 is not equal to 10. So the while loop is not going to break, but the last height is going to be set to 10. So to the next loop, and here again scrolls down, so we have a new page, then stop 5 seconds, and then here the new height is going to be 10 plus 5 because now we have 2 new pages. So 5 times 3, 15. And here again, 10 is different from 15. And this will keep increasing. So when it gets the value of 20 and it doesn't have more pages to load, this is going to be set to 20 and last height is going to be set to 20. So 20 equal to 20, and then the code is going to break and the driver is going to quit. So this is only a trick to make Selenium keep scrolling until there is no more new pages. Hope that makes sense. Otherwise, write me in the comments below and I will answer any question you have. So now I'm going to run this script. So right click here and now run the script. So let's see how it's going to work. So the driver was open again. And now I suppose since there are 300 tweets and one page has about 20 tweets per page, maybe it's going to scroll down around 15 times. Let's see how many times it scrolls down. So now Selenium is scrolling down and this probably is gonna take some minutes. So let's wait. I'm gonna speed this up so you don't have to wait for a long time. So now Selenium reached the end of the website and the browser was closed. So now back to PyCharm. And yeah, the code was successfully executed. And that's it. You just learned how to do infinite scrolling using Selenium. On the next video, we're going to implement infinite scrolling with the code we wrote before to scrape Twitter.